Hi, I'm Chris from Airwindows. Behind me you see the weird speaker that I'm in the process of inventing. And my forbidden music for today is a track off of this Eagles album. I biffed myself in the face with it by mistake. This is On the Border. And the track that I'm selecting, also groove on the awesome lettering. They've got the LA/San Francisco artists busy working on this because all this hand lettering is absolutely lovely. I should take a moment and read this and figure out cover painting. BT and Yaz lettering, Rick Griffin. Yep, that's Rick Griffin's lettering. And the track that I'm playing, except for you don't get to hear it properly, is Old 55. Now there's a reason I'm picking that one. It is a pretty classic Eagles track, and it's not written by the Eagles. This is a Tom Waits track. It's interesting, the story behind this, because they put this track out on the album On the Border and presumably made Tom a bunch of money. And he turned around and sassed them. He was like, The Eagles are fake cowboys. They don't have any cow poo on their boots, just dog poo from Laurel Canyon. And he just sassed them, and he was like, they suck. They're just fake cowboys. This was after they did Desperado, so maybe that's what he was going on about. They ended up making up, which makes sense considering how much money they probably made Tom from covering that song. But some of it also might have been simple jealousy, as we know what Tom sounds like. Tom Waits sings like this, and he sounds all kind of strange. And strange in an awesome way, mind you. But when the Eagles cover this song, it lights up with the most spectacular harmonies ever. And I don't get to show you all of them. But what I did do was continue to start the song over again until ContentID managed to show the part where they sing, "The sun's coming up," and it's full harmony and spectacular, just peels your hair back. And I reran it until the ContentID showed that first harmony chord, sun, and then it just continued, and it shows little snippets of the music. We're using ContentID because you can't play this on YouTube. This is Eagles. Eagles are very solicitous of not letting people hear their music there. So what you do is you watch what it's doing in meter and observe, firstly, how much dynamic range is there. There's an extraordinary amount of dynamics on this track. It goes very nice and quiet, but then the body of the music is all built up out of vocals. And the interesting thing about this is and you got to say, right, if you've managed to write a song that the Eagles put on their album rather than their own, you've come up with something. But there's a reason. Old 55 is about a car. It's a driving your car song. And Glenn Frey loved these cars. So when he sings this song, it is with so much sincerity, and he really means every single bit of it. And the Eagles were always good at being able to sell a song. You sing it from beginning to end. This is before you could fix anything in a DAW. And you put your heart into it. You belt it out when the chorus comes along with a lovely control on your pitch and everything else. But you project and you sing it properly and you make people believe what you're saying. This is easily forgotten these days when it's all about like, okay, let's doctor everything in the computer, or maybe make AI just generate something and have that all be perfect. And then the perfection is going to carry you through or something. Well, I think that is not going to last. It's really boring compared with stuff like this. And we're talking the Eagles. We're talking the Eagles soft rock. Comparatively way less boring than what music does these days. So you're not going to get to hear much of this. But listen for all the little details, especially it's all about vocals. It's all about vocals, this stuff. And listen for that passion in the vocalizing, the sincerity, because they really did love these old cars. Old 55 is about a 55, like probably Chevy. And Glenn Frey had one like that he loved more than anything. And when he is singing about this car, all the passion comes out. He's like really, really into it. And that's what you have to bring. That's what you have to bring to your art. So this is the Eagles covering Tom Waits' Old 55 in Airwindows Meter, and with ContentID editing it down until you can't actually get busted on YouTube for it. Or at least I don't think you can. I guess we'll find out whether they hunt it down and decide that even this is too much. At which point I suppose I could just run it without the sound and show you what Airwindows Meter does with this stuff. But for now, you get to hear not only little snippets of this, but I kept restarting it until the first big note of the chorus made it through. It's the word sun, the sun coming up. And it is harmony vocals that are so... These are the harmony vocals that got Glyn John working with the Eagles, even though he didn't want to work with rock bands and also didn't think that they were anything like a rock band, which they thought they were. Glenn Frey wanted to be a rock band. Not all the other ones did. Bernie Leadon didn't want to be in a rock band. But Glenn wanted to be a rock band. And Glyn John was like, nope, you're not. I worked with The Who. I worked with Led Zeppelin. You're not. Stop. And then they sang. And he was in with both feet. So you're going to hear some of that, little snippets of it now. Old 55, covered by the Eagles.
So quick, split lead. God knows a lie. Time went so quick, split lead. 50 as I pull, feeling so hopeless. I was feeling high. God knows I sun in with lasers and trucks. Stay and I lead the mission I'd stay. Feelings get in the morning. Me no more to be on the truck. I'm headed and it's coming. I'm riding the freeway. Stars beginning to parade. Stay alive, Lord, don't feelings getting straight quickly, quickly. 55 pull away, feeling so whole.